right, it is 6 o'clock, so I'm going to go ahead and begin. My name is Casey Arnold, and I am the Title I coordinator for Ridge. And we have our principal here, Miss Clark.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you so much. We have a small group, but a mighty group here. So thank you so much for everybody for attending. And because we are such a small group, I'm going to kind of just talk to you guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask questions. We really appreciate your input. And again, we cannot thank you enough for being here tonight. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and talk about our agenda. And first and foremost, we're going to talk about what is Title I. And we're going to go over our Title I budget, as well as talk about how we use our parent and family engagement funds. We are going to talk about our parent and family engagement summary and plan. We're also going to talk about your rights to know, as well as our school parent compact and how you can get involved at our school. And then also, we're going to talk about some upcoming parent events that are coming up that we would love for you guys to participate in. And we are going to talk about some curriculum and assessment information, as well as progress monitoring, graduation requirements. And at the end of the meeting tonight, we would like to get your input. So be on the lookout for an agenda that I will put in the comments section or the chat dialogue. Does anybody have any questions so far? No? Okay. All right, so we're gonna first start off with what is Title I? So Title I is the largest federal assistance program for our nation's schools. And with Title I, we receive supplemental resources and services. They are provided to schools in high poverty areas, to migratory children and families, and to institutions serving neglected and delinquent children and youth. How does the Title I program work? Well, first of all, the federal government provides funds to the states based off of the U.S. Census poverty data. And then once the federal government determines the information from the census, they will send money to the states, and the school districts will get the money, and it's based off of free and reduced lunch. So our amount of money that we are given is based off of our families at our school who have free and reduced lunch. And then the local districts, which is our school district, they identify the eligible schools and distribute the funds. So Title I helps children be more successful in school. They also help parents have a voice in their child's education, and they give them tools and resources necessary to help your child academically, and to also establish a learning environment in the house or the home. And then also Title I helps teachers realize the contribution of parents to their child's education, and to work with them to help raise student achievement. Because as most people know, for a student to learn, it does take help from not only the school, but also from home as well. So, as I said before, we receive funds from the federal government. And how do we use our funds? So Ridge Community High School, we use our funds. 90% of our funds is used to support personnel. So we were actually able to get a reading coach as well as a math coach. Both of those two coaches work with our teachers in order to help our students in their math and reading classes be successful. We also were able to purchase two student success coaches. So those teachers work with our students who are struggling and who may not be on track to graduate, and they help them get on track to graduate. We also have a behavior interventionist who helps us with any behavior and discipline issues that we have on campus. And we also have a network manager, para, who assists our network manager with any and all of our technology issues that we have that are going on campus at any given time. In addition, we spend about 2% of our monies on substitutes. Those substitutes are used when our teachers go out for professional development or for curriculum learning, or excuse me, for curriculum planning, in order for them to plan lessons for our students. And then we use about 1% of our funds for supplies. So that is how we currently use our money. And then we also are given money to use for our parent and family engagement funds. And those funds can be used, we've used them in the past for personnel for a parent and family engagement para, but you can also use it for any of the events that we have that are going on campus, like for materials to be printed, flyers to be made, and stuff like that. So in our evaluation that we will be given to you guys, we want to find out your feedback on if you guys have any ideas on how we should use our Title I funds, as well as our parent and family engagement funds. Does anybody have any questions so far? No? Okay. So we also are going to talk about curriculum and assessment information. All curriculum and assessment information can be found on our Ridge Community High School website, as well as our school district website. And if you haven't checked out our newly reformatted website, you definitely should. It is amazing, and we're super proud of it. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure that you do. As a high schooler, your student, or as a high schooler, if you are a student that is here tonight, or parents, your student is going to have to pass several state assessments, which we call the high-risk tests that they have to take in order to graduate. And the ones that they have to take are, they have to take a 9th grade ELA test, a 10th grade ELA test. The 10th grade is actually what counts towards graduation. And then in addition to that, they have to take an Algebra 1, a Geometry, a Biology, and a US History EOC. So all of those tests they have to take in order to graduate. And if they don't pass those tests, then they have to continue to retake them until they can pass them to graduate. So how do you know if you're a student, or if you're a student, how do you know if you've passed the test? Well, you will get a number associated with your score. And if you have a score of 3 or higher, that is considered passing. So we want all of our students to strive to have a level 3 or higher. And then sometimes when you're looking at your scores, they may not have the achievement level, which is what we look for. They might have what's called the scale score. So they might say that, my name is Miss Arnold, they might say that Miss Arnold received a, on the grade 10 ELA, she got a 349. Well, if you look at this chart, a 349 on the grade 10 ELA actually is a level 2. So it's not quite a level 3, so I didn't pass the test. So again, remember that the achievement level that you need in order to pass is a level 3 or higher. Part of Title I, we have to have what's called a parent and family engagement plan. The district creates one, and then in addition to the district, each of the individual schools that are Title I schools have to create their own parent and family engagement plan that's catered specifically for their school. So for the district plan, they want to involve parents and families in developing that plan. So they are going to send out mass emails all over the district to get everybody involved. In addition to the district plan, they want to provide the necessary support to assist and build the capacity for all participating schools within the district in planning and implementing effective parent and family involvement activities. So they're wanting to find out from you guys how to get you involved at our schools. They also, at the district level, coordinate and integrate parent and family engagement strategies with other federal, state, and local programs. And then they also, at the district level, also conduct an annual evaluation of the content and effectiveness of the parent and family engagement plan in improving the academic quality of its schools. So, and they really want to work on helping those who are economically disadvantaged, who might be disabled, who have limited English proficiency, have limited literacy, or any other racial or ethnic minority background. So what they really want to do is to make sure that we are helping all students, regardless of their background, to help them be successful. And then in addition, they also at the district help design evidence-based strategies for more effective parental involvement and to revise, if necessary, the parent and family engagement policies. So if they see that if something's not working at the district level in their parent and family engagement plan, they're going to change it. So it's a fluid document. It could constantly be changing based off of the input that we get from parents and families across the district. And then also at the district, they want to involve parents in the activities of the schools by establishing a parent advisory board where they review, develop, and revise their parent engagement policies and procedures. At the school level, so this is at our level, we want to get an adequate representation of parents. So that's why I cannot thank you guys enough for being here today, because, you know, we sent out multiple blasts via the school app to have everyone involved. And so, you know, we want a representation of everybody to be involved at our school. And so with that, we want to represent all families in helping us develop our parent and family engagement plan. So, and just like we're doing tonight, we're holding an annual meeting to explain how our Title I program works and the rights that you guys have as parents involved. We also, when we have parent workshops, even though at this point in time they are going to be virtual, we're going to offer them at flexible times because we understand that everybody has different responsibilities. And so not everybody can come to a meeting at night, so they might have to come in the morning. And then we also will use our funds to support parent and family engagement. And we also want to get input from you in regards to how to use our funds. We also, at the school level, want to involve our parents in the planning, review, and improvement of our Title I program. And then we also want your input in our school parent compact, which we're going to go over in a minute, which outlines the responsibilities of parents, students, and school staff in sharing the responsibility for student achievement. And then we also want to offer assistance for our parents in understanding the educational system and how to support your child's achievement at home. And then we can also provide materials and training to help you support your child when you're at home. And then also we want to educate our teachers, and not only our teachers, but our entire school staff, including support staff, and how to engage families effectively. And then we also coordinate with other federal and state programs. And then last and not least, any information that we give out, we do try to give out in multiple languages that parents can understand. So for us, we typically, if we send out information, it will be in English, it will be in Spanish, and in Haitian Creole. So our school compact, I talked about that briefly on the previous slide. And the school compact outlines the expectations for the school, the parents, and our students. And so I'm going to kind of go over these a little bit. In regards to curriculum, the school wants to utilize district provided learning maps, but more importantly, we want to provide high quality differentiated instruction to meet the levels of all learners, to encourage academic achievement for all. And then at the family level, parent and family responsibilities, we want you guys to help us set high expectations for your child each day, and to support the instructional rigor that we are teaching at school, and encourage them to take advantage of assistance and tutoring if needed. And with that tutoring, we also on our school app actually have a little tab on there where they can sign up for tutoring if they need it. And then students, we want you to strive daily for academic success by attending all of your classes and taking responsibility for your education. In regards to monitoring student progress, we want to, as a school, provide timely reports to parents to for you guys to know how your students are doing in their classes. And then we also want to be available for any parent conferences that you might have if you have any questions or concerns. at the family level, parents, we want you to help teach your child the importance of doing his or her best each and every day. And we also want to encourage you to monitor your students' progress by using the parent portal. And then students, we want you to keep your assignments organized and to make sure that you're turning in your work on time, and for you to also take responsibility for your learning by monitoring your progress by using the student portal. In regards to partnerships, Ridge Community High School, we want to build and sustain parent involvement. And with that being said, we want to offer as many events as we possibly can to get parents involved. Parents and families, we want you guys to stay informed about your students' education. And we also want you to serve on our SAC, or our School Advisory Council Committee. And I'll be talking about this in a future slide, but our SAC meeting actually takes place the last Monday of every month, and it's been taking place via Zoom. So we hope to see you at our next meeting, which will actually be this next Monday, the 26th. And then students, we want you to participate in as many campus activities as you can and to take pride in your high school experience. In regards to communication, we want, at the school level, we want to communicate regularly with parents. And now we are able to do that so much easier, and we're able to reach so many more families with our RCHS phone app. And so we have really been pushing that. And we hope that you guys will help us to push that app so that everybody is informed. But we are going to communicate regularly, and we're going to talk to you guys about your students' progress. And we want to make sure that if you guys are communicating with us, that we're responding in a timely manner. And then parents and families, we want you to also establish regular communication lines with your students' teachers and guidance counselor. Again, utilize our phone app, our website, our social media, and then ask your students if they receive anything from our school, because a lot of times we will send home important information for them to give to you, and sometimes it does not always make it home. So students, with that being said, we want you to give all notices and flyers to your parents, and we want you to, again, just like everybody else, we want you to check the RCHS phone app and website regularly. And then last but not least, our learning environment. The school pledges to create a safe and supportive learning environment that effectively fosters student achievement. And we want to facilitate a climate where there is respect for teachers, and where the respect for teachers and peers is paramount. So that's the most important thing. Creating those what's the word I want to use? Creating those relationships between, families and teachers and students. And then for parents and families, we want you to engage your child each and every day. Talk to them about how their day was. Intervene if you feel like, your student is struggling with something. And then students, we want you to show respect for yourself, your administration, and your teachers, and, and make sure that you're behaving properly. So that is actually our school compact. Again, like I said, it outlines the expectations for the school, parents, and students. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, so parents and families, we need your help. So we need your help in order to help us determine goals for our Title I program, as well as to help us plan and carry out those goals. We also need your help to evaluate our programs. So one of the things that you will notice whenever we have Title I events that take place, we will always give you an evaluation to hear about the things that you liked about that meeting or that workshop, and to hear about things that you think that we could do better. We also want you to volunteer at our school. Obviously, that's looking a little differently this year due to COVID, but we always are looking for help. We also want you guys to all participate in the curriculum nights, academic workshops, anything that we offer that will help you help your student be successful. We need your help in helping us get the word out and helping us get people involved. And then also we need your help and your input to help us with our school compact, our school and family engagement plan, and then also at the district level, the district parent and family engagement plan. And then in addition to our events that we have at our school, they also have district-wide events that take place as well that we encourage you to attend if you're able. So like I said before, we actually have our next SAC meeting, which will be taking place on this upcoming Monday, October 26th at 6:30 via Zoom. So you'll get to see us again. And again, make sure that you check out our RCHS phone app and our social media for any of our parent and family engagement events. We will have plenty, I'm sure, as the year moves on, even though most of them will probably be virtual. We also have what's called a school improvement plan. So all schools have to have a school improvement plan in order to help students, to foster student achievement. And so we have several goals that we're working on this year in order to help our students. And so the first goal is we want 100% authentic student engagement in all classes to increase student achievement. At the end of the day, what we want is we want your student to be successful. We want all students to be successful. And so that is one of our goals for this school year. The next goal is to increase our reading achievement or our ELA achievement in our SWD, which means students with disabilities, and our ELL or our English language learner students. So we really want to work with those students in order to help them be successful. And then last but not least, we want to increase the overall math achievement in the lowest 25% within the African American subgroup by 3%. So those are 3 goals that we're working on for this school year in order to help those students who might be struggling to be successful. And then finally, we have all this information that I've given you today. We have a copy of like the parent involvement plans that I've been talking about. We have a copy in the front office, and then we also will have copies on our school website. So some of the things that are going to be available are the district and school PFEP plans, the district and school PFEP summaries. Remember, the PFEP is the parent and family engagement plan. We also will have our full school improvement plan. Remember, I went over the goals, but you will have all the information, the entire school improvement plan on our website. We'll also have the school parent compacts. You'll have the right to know letters and 4-week notification letters, a copy of the code of conduct, and then the state, district, and school report cards. All of those will be available in our front office as well as on our school's website. And if you go to our website, our school's website, it will be under the Title I tab for you to find all this information. And then last but not least, we do have an evaluation that I'm going to put in the comment section for you guys to fill out so that we can kind of get your input in regards to, you know, how this meeting went and in regards to how we use our budget. So if you could please fill that out, that would be great. It will also kind of take place as the as your sign in so that we can, you know, show that you were actually in this meeting and we had your input. And then last but not least, we are proud to be a Title I school. And if you have any, if you need any additional information from the district level, you can always call the Federal Programs Office, the Title I office at 863-457-4707.